Then there is the case where additional or excess appointments have been made.
Yes.
Yes.
Irrespective of the marks obtained.
Who are beyond the list.
Yes.
Beyond.
So what I am trying to respectfully submit, Lord, that the two authorities have been able to identify.
Now the factual situation as it is emerging is this. SCC did not maintain the mirror image. The original OMR sheets are not available. The only evidence with regard to the OMR sheets which are available is in form of scanned OMR sheets, which was done by data and then given to NASA. There is evidence to show that the marking or the marks obtained as per the scanned image of the available with data is different from the marks which were entered in the server of the West Bengal Civil Services. There is also, as far as appointment of NASA is concerned, there are irregularities stated. The scanning itself, the process followed, there are irregularities stated. Because data did the scanning purportedly in the office of the SSC, but we don't even know whether the scanned images which were done by data, there are the actual scanned images which were recovered in the form of the hard disks. 1 minute, please. We don't even have that because 65, please. 65B certificate will not say so and will not be able to authenticate. 1 minute, please. Because then you had to lead evidence to also show that the hard disks which were recovered by the CBI were the actual hard disks which were installed in the machines or the scanners.
Yes, that is established.
That is going to be difficult. That's going to be very difficult for you to establish. Number two, the metadata in then those scanners will have to be examined to find out whether there was any change in those, because metadata will give you the date on which it was scanned and uploaded.
The CBI has done.
1 minute. We'll know from the CBI. We'll ask the CBI whether they have done that. We'll know exactly.
They have done extensive.
1 minute. Now, please look at these are the issues which the High Court failed. If these are the facts on record, we cannot now segregate tainted from the untainted cases. Now, meet all these arguments which have been addressed in your own way, and other petitioners can also meet that argument in their own way. We'd now like you to hear you on that, and so then on the second part with regard to the CBI.
So, the record which is with
no clear finding.
In the Supreme Court.
Clarification we require. The details of all OMR sheets were found. Details of all OMR sheets of the candidates who had appeared were found in the server, or there was some missing.
So I think there seems to be no finding that these
directed everybody to inspect.
Please hear what I have to say, then you answer. There's no finding anywhere in the judgment that these 3 hard disks which were recovered contain the OMR data of all the candidates who had applied and appeared for all 4 categories of posts. They did contain. If those 3 hard disks contain the entire data, yes, there's no finding available anywhere.
Just to satisfy the court's
The CBI also doesn't say so.
Order 65B certificate. That the Honorable Court directed
says Pankaj Bansal, from whose custody these 3 disks are obtained, says all data, including the scanned images of
OS saying so is not sufficient. Where is the comparison with your OMR evaluation marks data, which is at least available still with you.
Because our server.
On that basis, do you say anywhere that entire data is available? You don't say so anywhere.
Very small discrepancies there, not nothing.
we'll hear you, we're not saying. And one more thing which has been mentioned in the High Court judgment, that was OMR marks were found manipulated were matched with the scanned images available on the hard disk and the same were found to be identical.
Yes.
So 1 minute, what do you mean by this? The contention of the candidate so-and-so, the scanned images was as collected from so-and-so pertain to alleged candidates whose OMR sheets were found manipulated were matched with the scanned images of.
So data Scantrack and the hard disk of the Bansal,
Okay.
both are matching.
There is only one.
The response string of the candidates.
The response string of candidates pertaining to 9, 10, 11, 12 as recovered from data Scantrack matches with the response string available in the hard disk seized from Pankaj Bansal. On the basis of this response strings, the actual genuine OMR marks of 9, 10 were determined. The comparison of these actual genuine marks with the OMR available in the commission server shows that there is manipulation in 952 numbers of candidates of 910 and 907 candidates of so. The response string of candidates pertaining to Group C, Group T as recovered from Messrs. Data Scantrack Solutions matches with the response string available in the hard disk seized from Pankaj Bansal. On the basis of these responses strings, the actual genuine OMR marks of Group C and Group D.
For the corrected answer. The suggested corrected answer. That's a response string.
The marks as they
Is that
exist.
correct? Or it stands for something else?
What is it? I should know. So the answers which are there in the scanned and these are both matching.
Okay.
The key answer.
The key answer, the correct key answer is the response string. If the response string is the key answer, correct key answer.
Individual answer.
The response string, I may not be 100% correct. I asked my briefing counsel yesterday, we are private candidates. When you answer, they put a line like this to your dots in the OMR sheets. For example, AB.
Okay, they put that line
They join,
so that nobody can change it.
that response string is then fed into some evaluation software. And that is what a response string, as explained to me.
No, but the response string is not put by the candidate or is put by the.
No, not by candidates. Not by candidate. That is not by candidate, it is done at some process of evaluation.
Let's say evaluation, it's a computer AI generated.
What they have explained to me.
Okay.
The board has to tell you about, but I asked them the same thing yesterday, that what is the response thing? And that other thing which was matched, that data frequency, is they explained to me that every file which we read has a particular frequency. And so, hash value, that every file has a particular hash value.
Not the frequency.
So, hash value. So that somehow anyway, I'll try to put it together on my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Then F, that by investigation established that the genuineness of data of hard disk seized from Pankaj Bansal, that in compliance with the solemn order dated so and so, this 3 hard disks.
Para 289, my lord.
But normally, tell me one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
When you scan a data, then shouldn't you be maintaining the scanned data yourself before you give a copy to the other side for the checkers to verify that?
It was there.
You normally, what will you do? You keep a data with yourself.
Okay.
Because once you scan, then the marking is done immediately. There's hardly any time gap between marking and scanning.
Lord. My lord, the page 236.
The marking and scanning was done simultaneously.
Yes, by NISA itself, my lord.
So then you should have retained everything with yourself.
Lord, we are,
Look, please, it's very simple.
yes,
Marking and scanning is done simultaneously.
yes.
So then you retain the data with yourself.
Lord, we retained, Lord, what we
No,
retained in
but
the server is,
No,
Lord.
no. What you did not retain, what has been found is with NASA and data.
Not data scan. Data scan does not come into the picture.
No,
It has
no.
come from NISA.
No, he separated himself.
Afterwards.
After. But later.
Without our authority.
When the scanning was done, that data, the person of the person who's Pankaj Bansal was an employee of NASA,
Yes.
but was he working with or he had started data?
Millard, these facts, Millard, we are not able to verify. CBI has found that at some stage he was working for data scan, but Millard,
Data started.
The SSC doesn't know anything.
India.
All right,
Let us put it very clearly.
let me place, Millard.
Just one-
Para 33 will.
In case scanning and marking was done simultaneously,
Yes,
then you should have retained that data with you.
yes. Millard,
After all, it's
as I
just
said,
in
Millard,
the-
I can only assist post facto, Millard. Whatever your lordships decide, Millard,
You
I
have
can
you
only
made your
assist
stand
post
very
facto.
clear.
Yes.
You're
So
not
page-
wanting to take any particular position. You say you want,
No, my position, Millard, is
is
that,
it possible to?
that it is possible to segregate
But
because there are
then,
two.
look, the question today is not only that, the
Yeah.
question today is authenticity.
Yeah. Now
Of
that
the-
authenticity,
Authenticity
yes,
of the data as found or the scanned images as found in the 3 hard disks.
yes.
That itself is a subject matter.
Yes, Millard. My learned friends are saying that you cannot rely upon that data, Millard. That is true. In that case, Millard, we are only left
And
with the
only
server.
option is what the High Court did.
No, Millard. Then the only option is to go by the server, which is
No.
maintained by the SSC.
No, but your server is zero.
No, server has all the final data, Millard.
No.
Roll
That
number
will
and
be
mark.
difficult. No, that will all manipulated.
You know,
That's all
manipulated. If we look at, Millard, what Pankaj Bansal has provided.
Look, there is certainly manipulation done at your side. Whether any manipulation was done at Pankaj Bansal's side is still unknown. If we go by the prosecution case, as per the CBI, Pankaj Bansal will probably, in case there is no manipulation done, nobody will be able to, on the basis of evidence, do anything. If your employees are concerned, they will be in a problem because there's a difference between the data. What has been highlighted is the difference between the data maintained in the servers and what is uploaded in your mark sheet, which is uploaded.
No, Millard. The server is ours. The server is SSC
Correct,
server.
correct.
And Millard, the 3 hard disks are the hard disks which
Of concern.
which have been taken from.
But there's a mismatch between the data in the hard disk
Yes,
and the data over here.
there is the mismatch. Correct. So, Millard, it is my.
Okay, anybody else?
Millard, now, Millard, just 2 more things. Millard, we have now done the reconciliation. I need to just point that out to your lordship, Millard. Kindly see, Millard,
Who were not even recommended or who had not qualified. How did that happen? They were issued letters.
Millard, those are the irregularities, Millard, which have been documented.
That's, no, I know, but that's very strange also. I can understand manipulation in the results and that leading to, letters of appointment.
Millard, we are not
But
here,
in this
Millard.
case, it's more than that, even when they were not.
Millard, we are not here to defend that. Millard, they are in custody. The persons who are involved are in custody.
Goes up to the education
We
minister.
are not here to defend that. We are trying to see, Millard, whether we can save.
All the same, it's a very, very serious thing.
Very serious.
Of course, it's a serious thing, Millard. They are in custody, Millard, today.
Okay, yes.
Now, Millard, my learned friend is just telling me, Millard, that 24th of January is not our affidavit, Millard. That your lordship has.
Letter.
It is a letter given in response to an RTI.
Correct.
And there, Millard, we were relying on the data which was lying with NISA.
It's in our database.
Sorry, Millard?
in your database.
Milord, because Milord,
So you are now identifying with Pankaj Bansal.
no, Milord, we are not identifying, but Milord, they were the people who were doing this particular part of the job for us.
Given, this was re-given.
No, we don't.
That's
Milord,
incorrect.
it's
Let me
very,
put
very,
it-
if it is
No,
necessary.
Stand can be, it's incorrect information.
Milord, no, Milord, kindly, let me just make one Milord, statement to your Lordship. Every individual case that your Lordship wishes to go into, Milord, I will give an answer. Because there are several situations where, Milord, something is given and then later on it is
Doctor,
re-asked for, it's
The
re-given.
difficulty is this,
Yes, yes.
what is weighed with the High Court, we're
Yes.
not saying one way or the other. What is weighed with the High Court is, we cannot even authenticate the original database. Whether it's reflective of the true OMR sheets, and there are indications
Milord.
and factors into account which create doubt about the original database.
So, Milord, correctly. Milord, but the High Court, Milord,
Whether
has,
they're right or wrong, that's something for us.
but Milord, the High Court does in fact accept the CBI report.
No, it doesn't. It uses that as a basis. TBI report is limited to the effect that there's a mismatch between the appointments and the database.
No, Milord, numbers also.
If mismatch means all that.
Yes. So, Milord,
But-
CBI
but the
also is proceeding against.
CBI has not been able to ascertain and go into the question because there in criminal matters, the benefit of doubt is available, proof beyond reasonable doubt is a present.
Milord, all that will come later
Civil
on.
matters, here we apply the principle of probabilities, which is very different.
However, Milord, at the end of that exercise, Milord, what I am submitting is, at the end of that exercise, there will still be a large number of persons, Milord, around 25.
which was available,
Yes.
is the actual authentic database of the OMR sheets or not, we'll be able to ascertain.
Milord, that the CBI says it is the authentic database, Milord.
Cannot.
Milord, your Lordship will.
They have not been able to ascertain that. They have left it blank.
No,
They have left it neutral.
that's the basis of saying, Milord, actual.
They have left it neutral.
Milord,
Because, and that's a role of an investigating agency.
Yes.
Because where they're not able to ascertain it, because they could have only ascertained it on the basis of original OMR sheets. There they have not been. But I'm still worried about blank OMR sheets question, whether that's correct or not.
That's correct. There's documented.
Milord,
Whether if you have a blank OMR
Milord,
sheet,
it is not enough to.
then the possibility of change of OMR sheet.
No, Milord, there is no such case. Milord, let me just indicate one thing, Milord. Suppose there are blank OMR sheets, Milord, in the scanned copies. Milord, what is the marks which have been given to that?
No. Then when we'll know from the other side.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not enough to say there is a blank